The horrific shooting in Uvalde has led to new calls for stricter gun laws, not just from political leaders, but also from NBA coaches. The U.S. Senate just took up one long dormant bill on background checks today. 6 News reporter Andrew Moore tells us what that bill would do. Andrew?
Last night, Golden State Warriors basketball coach Steve Kerr refused to talk sports before the playoff game and instead called on the U.S. Senate to pass H.R. 8. This bipartisan bill requiring universal background checks had been sent to the Senate more than a year ago. It was first read yesterday.
There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed.
H.R. 8 is a relatively short bill that would require a background check when any two private individuals wanted to sell or just transfer a firearm. It would require them to use a licensed firearm dealer to act as a middleman for that background check. And if they didn't, they could face a fine and up to a year in prison. Texas A&M Central Texas criminal justice professor Tammy Bracewell says the law does not provide a roadmap on how that would work, so there would be a learning curve.
It's fair to say that it would be very cumbersome. Yes.
The bill does have exceptions built in, so you can still give a gun to a family member, or so you can share a gun while hunting and not violate the law. But would this law keep guns out of the hands of criminals? Bracewell says not exactly, but it could help prosecute cases after someone sold a gun to a criminal.
If you have a crime that's committed and you are attempting to trace the weapon, yes, this could provide a way to trace, potentially, if everyone's telling the truth, it could provide a way to trace the weapon.
Now, if a person sold a gun to a criminal, whether knowingly or unknowingly, they would be facing a federal crime, and police could use that to get their cooperation. But Bracewell says police already have other options to do this, so we don't know how much it will pay off.
Is it possible that this bill may make it to where someone who's illegally purchasing a weapon is prosecuted to where before they're not? Absolutely. Is it going to make any large scale effect? That's debatable.
Additionally, keep in mind the law would not allow the federal government to make any sort of firearm registry, as the Supreme Court has already decided they can't. Still, this is the closest thing we have to Republicans and Democrats actually agreeing on gun legislation in a very long time. Leslie?
All right. Thanks, Andrew.